Let me ask you something. Have you ever started something and thought, yeah, this is it. This is the one. A new business idea, a new YouTube channel, a new routine, a new skill. You're excited, you're motivated, you're watching videos, planning everything out. And then a few weeks or months later, you're just not feeling it anymore. And suddenly another idea sounds way more exciting. If that's you, I want to say this up front. There is nothing wrong with you. You're not lazy. You're not inconsistent. You're not lacking discipline. There's actually a really simple psychological reason this keeps happening. Here's what usually happens. When you start something new, your brain goes straight into future mode. You imagine how good it'll feel when it works, how your life might change, how confident and successful you'll be. That part feels amazing. But then reality shows up. Progress is slow. Results aren't obvious. You have to show up even when you don't feel like it. And that's when the excitement drops. That's usually the moment you start thinking, maybe this isn't for me. Maybe I chose the wrong thing. Maybe there's something better out there. So you switch. Not because it failed, but because it stopped feeling exciting. Psychology says this is all about dopamine. Dopamine is the chemical that makes you feel motivated and excited, and your brain releases a lot of it when something is new. That's why starting feels better than continuing planning, feels better than thinking about success, feels better than working toward it. Your brain loves novelty. So when something becomes repetitive, boring, or hard, dopamine drops. And when dopamine drops, your brain starts looking around like, okay, what else can we do? What's more exciting? What'll make me feel motivated again? That's why switching feels so tempting. And honestly, modern life makes this way worse. Social media, endless options, success stories everywhere. Your brain thinks switching means you're moving forward, but most of the time, it's just avoiding discomfort. The real reason you switch. Here's the part most people don't want to hear. You don't switch because you love new things. You switch because staying is uncomfortable. Staying means dealing with boredom, self-doubt, slow progress, feeling like you're not good enough yet. Starting something new feels clean. Staying feels messy. When you're new, you feel full of potential. When you stay, you have to face your limits. And switching protects your identity. As long as you keep starting things, you can tell yourself, I have so much potential. But finishing something forces you to ask, what if this is harder than I thought? What if I fail? So the brain chooses the safer option. Start something else. So, why motivation won't fix this? A lot of people try to fix this by chasing motivation. More videos, more inspiration, more hype. But motivation is dopamine, and dopamine is the problem. You don't need to feel motivated all the time. You need something that works even when you're bored. Because here's the truth. Everyone gets bored. Everyone doubts themselves. Everyone wants to quit at some point. The difference is, some people stay anyway. The real solution is 1. Decide before you start. Before you begin anything, decide, I'm doing this for the next 90 days no matter how I feel. Not forever, just long enough to see what's real. No switching, no new plans, no backups. 2. Expect the boredom. Boredom doesn't mean you're doing something wrong. It means you're past the exciting part. That's where real growth starts. If you quit every time things get boring, you'll quit everything. 3. Stop listening to your feelings. Your feelings change daily. Your progress doesn't. Track what you actually do. Days you showed up, hours you put in small improvements, let that guide you, not your mood. 4. Think in terms of identity. Instead of asking, do I feel like doing this today? Ask, what kind of person do I want to be? Consistency isn't about willpower. It's about identity. If you've been switching your whole life, don't beat yourself up. Now you understand what's actually happening. You don't need a new idea. You don't need a new direction. You don't need to find your passion. You need to stay long enough for things to get boring. Because boredom is where skill builds. Boredom is where confidence grows. Boredom is where most people quit, and where you can finally separate yourself. Next time you feel the urge to switch, pause. That moment is the doorway to real growth.